see. Okay, so now I wanted to get back into the website real fast. So here is the website. Okay, so now I'm in my account. I'm actually a member, so you can't log into the members portal until you are a member of REI USA, right? Otherwise, you just see like the public site. Okay, when you go to REI USA. So once you become an REI USA member, then you're going to actually go to the member. You're gonna land on the members dashboard. Okay, and the members dashboard is where we have like kind of a quick glance of everything that is important. Okay, and so here's the calendar, right? So we have, here's the 2 days. These are like the next 5 sessions that are coming up. So you see here, Carson is teaching Walk the Flip. He's a rehabber. He teaches like rehabbing stuff. And then Carson also leads our Georgia Real Estate Investors Group. And I mentioned this before. If you go to if you go to trainings right here and then go to state super groups, we are in the process of getting like a facilitator, an expert investor for each state in the country. Because what happened is and the reason why I started REI USA is I used to lead a RIA in Atlanta, and we started going virtual through COVID. Right. And of course, everything was virtual. And so what happened was, like, for the South Atlanta RIA, I started getting all these people outside of Georgia becoming members of my RIA. And then I asked a couple of people, I was like, why are you joining my RIA? And they were like, finally, there is like a platform where I can just like learn how to invest in Georgia, but I live in Ohio or I live in California. So what it started just getting me thinking was like, there's so many people that want to invest in like other states, like not just their own state, but maybe in a different state. Like if you live in California, maybe you don't want to invest there. You want to invest in like Ohio or North Carolina or whatever, or you live in Texas and you want to invest in Maine or something like this, right? So I was like, why is there not some sort of a virtual platform where you can have like a virtual monthly meeting with each state, and then anybody that wants to join those states, if you're interested, you could just go learn how to invest in that state. Which there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. So that's the idea behind REI USA. So you have Arizona. So if anybody's interested in Arizona, California, Terry is here. And then Ashley is in Colorado. She leads the Colorado group. Georgia is Carson. This is Ohio, right, with Jay and Annie. And then Noah and Christy do the South Carolina group. So as we grow, right, we'll get more and more. And if anybody has any suggestions of really badass investors that want to lead these groups, please email Christy and let us know. We will contact them, because we're looking for like really good and facilitators that can lead these groups. So, and then another thing I wanted to say about these groups is, like, you don't have to be interested in that state to go to that state. I'm going to tell y'all, these investors, every single one of the REI USA investors, they are killing it in the real estate investing world, but they're just not like, they don't have pages and coaching programs and things like that. They're just like regular investors that are out, and just like teaching or whatever, So like Alice, for instance, like she works for one of the largest investors in the country, and she also invests herself. She's like a wealth of information, just like Terry is like super badass, So like you don't have to just go to that group just because you're in California or you want to learn about California. I would say go meet them and see what they're like, right? Okay, and then as we go back to the members dashboard, you'll be able to click on, like, once you're on the members dashboard, you'll be able to click on the calendar, and you can see, like, here's the view, but then here's view all trainings, right? So then you can go, and there's 2 different views for the calendar. Right. One of them is the like the JPEGs. These are just like the pictures where you can click on it. You'd be like, oh yeah, I want to go to this one, and I want to go to this one. You can click and just register. Like here's Darlene, foreclosures, and Rachel teaches luxury short-term rentals, and then David teaches short sale profits, right? So every month, it's sometimes teachers are teaching every other week. Sometimes they're teaching every month. It's just kind of what fits into their schedule and what they want to do. So you just have to check and see, like, what they're doing. But you could also click on this right here, and this gives you the calendar view. Okay, so now you can see, like, from a calendar, like here, oh, yeah, these are all the sessions that we have coming up. So you could essentially be like, oh, I just want to go to all of these and register, or I want to just go to this one and this one and this one and register this way as well. So I like to make sure everybody knows that there's two different types of views that you can look out for the calendar. So you can see everything that's coming up and see which sessions you want to go to, okay? We have about 25 sessions a month right now, right? So that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. And we always have people coming on and trying to be teachers with us. And like, we're very picky about who we have come, and teach with REI USA. They want them to be like givers, really people that just give and they just want to share and they're not out to just pitch. There's no pitching allowed with REI USA. Nobody's selling their products to you. Nobody's trying to sell their courses or anything like that. We're just like literally just teaching is what we're doing. Now, not to say all of them wouldn't, like if you wanted them to be a one-on-one coach for you or a coach for you, they wouldn't do that, but like, everybody just for REI USA sake, we're just tired of being pitched to. Are y'all tired of being pitched to? I'm tired of being pitched to, right? So the rule with REI USA is there's no pitching, only teaching, right? So we're sharing and giving what we know. And then also another benefit is that you can list your properties for sale think of this properties for sale section as a nationwide MLS. So actually, if you are a member, you can only list them if you're members of REI USA. If you're a member of REI USA, list your properties, right? And then if you want to buy properties, go to the properties for sale. And I'm really trying to push this. If you ever have any properties that you're trying to sell, please list them here because what happens is this goes out to the main page and everybody on our list, we're marketing this property for you. And my list is quite extensive, right? So we market this for you. Essentially, we're marketing your properties for you. And that's why I said somebody that lives in Pennsylvania may be interested in this property in Logansville. You just never know. You just never know anymore, right? It's a virtual world. Okay. So properties for sale. And then here's what I was talking about earlier. This is your new member roadmap. It's like you've joined REI USA. Okay, now what do I do, right? Okay, how do I get started? What should I be focusing on? These are the 10 things that you should be focusing on right now. So you want to sign into the website, fill out your member's profile, go to the new member orientation and get everything all set up. But then what you want to do, you can see here in like number 6, 7 and 8, you want to watch the 7 critical steps free course, which I'm going to get into. And you want to make sure that you watch some sessions so that you can get free coaching, because what we do is we actually have levels, we have badges and levels and bonuses for as many webinars that you watch. You're going to get free coaching sessions from our teachers. You're going to get free tickets to their boot camps. So the more sessions that you go to, the more bonuses that you get, right? So you want to make sure that and that's not just registering, you have to actually show up. And we keep track of that. And then once you show up and it's registered, and you get to move along this session. So I wanted to show you the levels and the badges, because this is going to be awesome. And then here's badges as well too. So you'll be able to see these are all the badges that you get, and these are actually considered tasks that you should be focusing on once you become a member. It's like, what do I do? Well, let me just go look at the badges section. Oh, I need to do this, this, and this. Let me just do this. Okay. And then what's going to happen is once you get that badge, once you get that thing done, it's going to show up on your profile, right? Isn't that cute? You get to be awarded. And that shows up in the members directory, which is another benefit of joining REI USA. Do you need a buyer's list? Do you want to get to know other investors in your area? Well, guess what? We have a members directory, right? And every day REI USA is growing and growing and growing. So you want to make sure that you keep track of all these members that we have, and you have their contact information, right? So if you find somebody, and like you see, this is Georgia, this is Virginia, this is Ohio, right? So there's a whole bunch of different things. Alabama's here, right? So these are all buyers. These are all buyers. So becoming a member of REI USA gets you an instant buyers list of people across the country that are looking to buy property. So you want to reach out to them and you want to keep track of this list because every day people are joining and every day people are canceling, right? So you want to make sure that you keep track of this. And if you would have started in like January of this year when we had REI USA and then just kept adding all the names to your list, you would have had a list of like thousands of people on your buyers list, right? Because, people are coming, people are going, this kind of thing, right? So like you keep track of all that and you just have this massive nationwide, over the course of the next, 6 months, you will have a massive nationwide buyers list that you can contact at any time for any properties that you want to sell to, right? Or any investors in the area that maybe you just want to get to know, right? And that's what the members directory is about, is putting you in touch with other investors in your area or nationwide that you can work with, okay? And then also another thing that I want to let you guys know is that as you guys are already affiliates of REI USA. An affiliate is where essentially you just get your own link, right? And then if you think REI USA is awesome, you post it out on your social media site. That's right here in the affiliate portal. You'll get a link and you post it out. Hey guys, I just went to this amazing REI USA virtual summit, and I think it's really awesome. And I think everybody should join. If you really want to learn to invest in real estate, join here and then put this link. And then you will get paid for anybody that joins. Right, so that's the affiliate link, which is right here, and then you can keep track of everything. Anything that anybody's registered for is what you'll get paid for, and you can keep track of that all right in here. Let's see, what else do we have here? All right, we did another thing we mentioned too as well was the sponsor. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Sponsors. Right? So we have so many awesome sponsors. So people are like, where do I get lists from? Is there any lenders in the network? Yes, right? What type of sponsors do you have, right? So for instance, we have like Advanta IRA does self-directed IRAs. And actually Nate is going to be talking tomorrow afternoon about self-directed IRAs. And then here's a lender, Ameris Bank. This is Karen. I've known her for many years. American IRA. So here's another lender, right? Fred, he'll do lending for you. Everybody's always like, where do I get the money? This is where you get the money. Talk to these lenders and see what they offer, what their terms are, and what you can be pre-approved from. You have instant letters, and I know every single one of these lenders personally, right? So I know that they're good people, right? So Baker Collins is here. His name's Kenneth. And then Eric does cost segregation. So if you're doing any rehabbing or anything like that, you can talk to him about how to, save on your taxes. And then here's another lender. Here's an attorney, right? Rand and Associates. Here's an insurance person that does insurance for rehabs, right? Nationwide. So if you need insurance for your rehabs, this person does that, which is called Builder's Risk. Right? Rent Ready is a software for property management. So I want you to go through. Roger is an accountant. He works across the country. He just only works with investors. So if you need an accountant. So what I'm saying is that do me a favor, please, and look at the sponsors page, because we have amazing sponsors. And they're here to really just kind of help you, honestly, on anything that you need. So that's the sponsors directory. And then under partners right here, this is what I posted out in the chat. There's people talking about PropStream, Privy, Freedom Soft, this kind of stuff, right? All these CRMs and things that you need. That's all here. All right, so they're not sponsors. There's just like affiliates or partners is what they are. And they give like an REI USA special link, then give you like a discounted price for being a member. And that's here, okay? So American Tracers is a skip tracing company. Deal Machine, everybody knows Deal Machine. That's where you can find property and mail postcards to them. See all kinds of stuff like, you could do Freedom Soft here as the CRM. This is a Fast Track Consulting. Gita does bookkeeping for investors. right? Flipper Force I talked about, if you need a software as a rehabber. So just look through all these, right? Here's Carrot. This is where they do the website that I was telling about this morning. If you're interested in land trusts, this is where you can get a virtual assistant. If you're like, I don't think I could do it all, then you just go to MOD and they'll get you a virtual assistant. All right. So they have like a whole like back office in the Philippines and stuff like this. So, I mean, essentially what I'm saying is like everything that you need to run your investing business is here, right? So you have the teachers to teach you, you have the sponsors to help you get the money and to run your business, and you have the back office stuff as well here to set everything up and manage. All right. We've thought of it all. Believe me, I've been doing this now for almost like, I think 8 years. Like we've done it all. And if you think of something else that you need, you just let us know. We'll figure out, how to do it. Okay. So we're here to help you on your real estate investing journey. Now, another thing too is on the online course, and I see a whole bunch of people asking questions. Just put your questions in the chat and I promise I'll go over those at the end on the back office. Okay. Online courses is you get so many free courses with joining REI USA. So Mike Watkins did an online course on wholesaling 101. So if you're interested in learning how to wholesale, you can go visit him like every other week, every other Friday, like he said. But he also has like an online course that was given to REI USA. And it is 12 modules, right? And it's like everything and anything that you need. You just come in here and you could just watch these as well too, right? So, yellow letters, Podio, analyzing deals, driving for dollars. So you can come in and you can watch his course and it takes you step by step on how to wholesale, okay? And then also at the bottom here, Mike also gives you his bonuses. His bonuses are his repair estimate template is right here. His assignment agreement is right here. His deal analyzer is right here. And his purchase to sell agreement that he has been using for the past 10 years, all 4 of them, the most important 4 documents of like wholesaling is all right here for you. He's given them all to all REI USA members. Isn't that nice of him? Everybody should say thank you, Mike, and let everybody know how awesome he is. Okay, so that's Mike's stuff. Here is the 7 critical steps. Remember in the top 10, number 10, this is this is like the most important course to watch. This is my course. It's not important because it's my course, but like this is the first 7 things that you should be doing as soon as you say, I'm going to be a real estate investor. And then you go, okay, now what do I do? These are the things that you're going to be doing. All right. Is really educating yourself on. I saw a question earlier. It's like, how do you figure out like what your market is? That's the first one, right? So which direction should you go in today's market, right? Setting up your office. Doesn't this look kind of familiar? Like, what I taught maybe this morning, like this is an hour-long webinar on each of my like 6 steps, essentially, so setting up your office, getting your marketing strategies in order, right? How do you put deals under contract, deal analysis, right here, mastering and analyzing deals, negotiations, and then money. How do you find money? Right. So that's the course. That's like the first 7 critical steps of like starting your investing business. Okay. And then another course that you have access to as a member is, and these courses are like, that's like an hour long. So it's like 7 hours essentially. Mike's are about an hour long. So that's like, 12 hours. And these modules right here, which is the beginner investor, this is your jumpstart course. This whole course right here is about 3 hours. So these are about 30 minutes each. Okay. And this is like office admin, marketing, acquisitions, finance, construction. Okay. And then liquidations. All right, so that's like digging deeper into what I went over in the first session this morning. Okay, so lots of free courses for you. All right, and then as bonuses, right, as you watch more of the webinars, you'll get more like maybe some free bonus courses and things like this as well too. Okay. Okay, finally, and this is where this is where you list your properties for sale. So I mentioned it right here. So you would just go to add or manage your properties and you would just list them there, put your pictures in, put the information, how they can contact you and stuff like that. And then it's posted out to our website. We get probably, I'm guessing about maybe 500 views a day on the REI USA website, 500 views a day. All right, so that puts you in front of quite a lot of people to sell your properties, okay? And I really, really want to grow this as well too. So if you have any properties and you're a member, please post those out there, all right? Because I'm telling you, it not only gets the views of the website, but it helps you to sell your properties, okay? Let me see if I forgot anything. And then also this is right here, teacher spotlight. So now you're like, wow, all these teachers are here. Who are these teachers, right? And you know, who are these investors for REI USA? Come here to this page and this is where teacher spotlight is. You can meet every single one of the teachers and see what they teach, who they are, where they're located, this kind of thing as well, okay? So Terry's here, Scott was right here, George is coming on and speaking later, here's Lovita. So you can come in and there's like a little 1-minute video. Everybody's just introducing themselves and talking about what they teach, who they are, etc. So if you want to meet the teachers, that's where that's at. All right. And they're just like, you know, like I said, they're just like, you know, good people here, just kind of helping everybody out. Let me see if I can think, oh yeah. And then finally, here is the forms. Here's the directories. And here is the forms directory. The forms directory is what we talked about earlier. The forms directory is where you can get all your like contracts. If you want, like, if you need a contract to work with not investors. If you want a contract to work with your contractors, that's here. Bill analyzers are here. Here's acquisitions, assignments. This is rental agreement, contractor lien, lien waivers, cap rate calculators, JV contracts, marketing tracking. This is from Deanna. I think she helped us put some stuff together. Let's see who else. Reverse deal analyzers. I mean, just seller lead sheet when somebody calls in, right? And you're like, I gotta take some notes. This is the place that you take the notes because these are all the questions you have to ask the seller. It's the seller lead sheet right here. Okay, so you want to have that like ready when people call you to ask all the questions. You just go through the seller lead sheet and it will just take you through all the questions you need to be asking the seller. Okay, purchase and sell agreement. We're always adding to this thing too. I had posted out about the yellow letter generator. This is the one, click on this and there's three different, this is how my dad does threes. Three different yellow letters, right? Three. All right, so you have three different examples of what you can send out as well too, okay? That's in here. This is like how to rehab statistics. You can do the numbers of your rehabs, right? If you're like an Excel spreadsheet person like I am, like you want to look at your numbers and be like, okay, what am I sucking at and like what's doing really well? Okay, let's focus on what's doing well. Let's do that, right? That's all here, okay? So everything's here. And if I'm missing anything, all you have to do is just let us know. If you come up with something, then just let Christy know, questions@rei-usa.com. And you can get access. I mean, we'll put that in. I'll get access to it somehow. We'll put it in there as well too, right? So we're always adding to that.